It was a stormy night in the year 2040. Two teenage sisters, Jenna Jones and her sister Abby, were running through the rain to find shelter and settled in a creepy home.
You know, sis, this is disturbing. Oh, come on, Abs. It ain't that bad, Mott. You say that, sis, but you're always the one getting me in trouble. And you're the older one, you should be more responsible. Well then, you can be the responsible one. Mom's not gonna be happy. Did her first husband, your dad, apparently die in a creepy place like this? You don't honestly believe that? Well, we do live in a world where an island kinda got stuck into a time warp. So yeah, I'm a little bit willing to believe that. Listen, I don't know exactly what the heck happened to my father, but it ain't nothing to do with no demonic creature in some house like this. It's not even the same place. I don't know what you're worried about.
Oh, little did they know that even though this wasn't the same place, similar horrors await.
Okay, flashlights, simple and done. I don't know about this, Jenna. I never liked how you have such a crazy sense of adventure. If I ever have a kid, I'm making sure they never try to do anything as risky as you. Well, if I ever have a kid, I'm going to let them embrace the life adventure if they want it. And if they don't, well, that's just how the way things go. I'll love them either way. Besides, it's a bit too early for us to think about possible children. And regardless, we both know it'd be great aunts to each other's kids. Yeah, I'd watch over your kids like they're my own, and I'd do the same for yours. Oh, that was a disturbing sound. How are you not scared by that? But it smells like something like have fun on an adventure with. Smells? Well, sounds, but regardless. Come on, let's go. You must have some kind of death wish. That sounds like the scraping of metal. Well, that's weird. This whole house seems to be made out of wood. Like, knock on wood. Maybe you'll hear something. Jenna Jones and Abby Jones? Why would you say that? And I don't know, I'm feeling adventurous, yes? Wow! You should leave! Is that a head? Well, that took a dark turn.
So the two young women ran throughout the house trying to get away, when Jenna found a shotgun left by the body of somebody else who had been killed by this creature.
Well, they should be handy. You're too young to be using a gun. Well, you're younger, so... Or do you want it? No! Well, then I'll take it. We need self-defense.
You think you could escape me?
You do realize one of your wrists is like basically just a line, right?
It won't matter.
Sis, what are you doing? I'm sticking a shotgun in a monster's mouth and putting it out of its misery.
As they left the house, a few military-looking men walked up and revealed they were part of an organization. We're part of an organization that hunts down demonic creatures. We were formed shortly after demonic creatures started showing up quite frequently around the early 2020s. We actually offered your two's mother a spot in the force after her own encounter with a demonic creature, but she declined.
Wait, you're saying what my mom said about my dad was true?
Yes, he was killed by a demonic creature.
Well, the more you know. Well, I am kind of interested in a government job where I get to fight creatures like that, but I think I'll just go for standard. I have kind of been wanting to be an agent. Wait, are you insane? You are never doing that again. Sis, you can't exactly do much, especially since you're younger than me. And hey, you don't have to do nothing. You can just play, be normal. You're insane. Years later, Jenna would have her own children, quite a few actually. Meanwhile, Abby only had one son, Sparks. And despite the best efforts of Abby, Sparks ended up getting into the adventuring business too, although he wasn't as fond of it as Jenna's children, particularly her middle child, Rex, who might as well be the phrase thrill seeker in human form. And his younger brother, Raptor, is also quite the adventurer of gadgets. And Tanya, Jenna's adoptive daughter, who's slightly younger than Rex and a bit older than Raptor, also was quite the adventurer. Jenna's oldest daughter did end up taking up the role of a scientist. Meanwhile, her oldest child and oldest son, Mason, well, I'm sure you're well aware how he turned out. Adventure never quite goes too far with this family, now does it?